Welcome to another video at Zenify with Jessie. Today we're going to continue our fun car series, and we're actually going to be working with our friends that are stuck in the back seat. Maybe they're kids, maybe they're stuck there with kids, but we've got something for everyone. All right, so welcome. We're back in the truck. We're road tripping, taking some miles, doing the things. I love it. So today's sequence or series of poses is going to be tailored towards something you could do in the back seat. And I will be here in the middle for comfort. However, you could do it on either side. You could be behind the driver. It could just be a bit of an experience. These poses are also super great to do with like little kids in the back seat. I know like if you're talking about like a car game, some of these things will be useful just to kind of give a little something different and you know, give a little movement to maybe some wiggly back seaters. So what we'll do is we'll obviously start by sitting. As we are, we're going to be safe in here. So you know, if we've got our seatbelt on, we'll be hanging out. What we'll do first is as we breathe in, little kid could probably raise their arms all the way up. Us big kids will we can grab opposite elbows. Ooh, and this is just a nice little chest opener right here. You might switch it up. There we go. Opposite elbows. Change the direction just to get a little bit of a different stretch in each shoulder there. Take a nice deep breath. And out. So next we're actually going to go into a little bit of a seated sun salutation. So we inhale again, we're back up. And as we exhale, we'll bring it on down, hands towards our feet, and putting our head down by our knees. As we inhale, we'll put our hands on our knees, look up towards the ceiling, shoulders back. And then we'll round as we exhale. So our back is rounded, shoulders are forward, chin towards chest. And then we'll come back here, forward fold, head towards knees, hands toward feet. Bring it back on up. You can grab your elbows. We'll do that again. Inhale again real big. Exhale, hands towards feet, head towards knees. Inhale. Look up towards the top of the car, shoulders back. Exhale, round the back. Bring those shoulders forward, chin to chest. Release and come back into the forward fold. And we'll come on back up, grabbing our elbows, getting a nice little twist there, or stretch there in our chest. We'll drop it down. And back here, we can also do our little figure four like we did in the front seat. So we can start with our right ankle on top of our left knee. So just a nice little figure four. We can hang out here, just sitting here, feeling that like on the outside of the underside, if you're sitting like this of the right leg. If you like, you can lean forward, perhaps grabbing the chairs gently, right? You don't want to be in pain. Just gently grab, like for me, this is great right now. If you need a little more, you can try to take like that forward fold like we did a moment ago, hands towards the feet and head towards knees. Or you can just, like I said, grab this if you got some chairs. And a nice flat back. Breathe in and out. we'll go ahead and switch it up. And of course, at any time you can close your eyes if you just can't handle the traffic going around. Our left ankle comes up over our right knee. We've got our left knee out. And again, you can just gently pull on the chairs just to give yourself a little bit of resistance, a little bit of a stretch. Again, you can take it further if you need to. Take some nice breaths in and out. And we'll drop it. Let's go ahead and do that seated sun salutation once again. So inhale or grab our elbows. Exhale, bring it on down. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. It's like a little upward dog. Exhale, our little seated cat. Drop it on down. And then we'll come back up, grabbing our elbows. Love it. All right. And here, what we're going to come into next is a little bit of a boat. So you can keep your sit bones either back towards the edge of the seat, or you can bring them a little bit more towards the middle and just lift up. So I've just got, my feet are not touching the bottom of the floor. My knees are up. I'm just in a little bit of a V. I've got my hands on this back seat here just to support me. What's really fun is you can use this for kids to see how long they can hold it. So your knees can be a little bit apart. They can be close together. A little bit of a challenge if they're a little close together. You can even give a touch of resistance. But for kids, you can tell them like, oh, let's see who can, if there's multiple kids, right, or just one, see how long they can hold it. It'll wear them out a little bit. You can just hold for as long as you can, making sure you breathe. Might be some shaky, that's all right, kind of fun. Then we'll drop it down. You can also do like, as you inhale, breathe in, hold it up. As you exhale, drop it down. So you could have them count up to 10 or something like that, doing that. That could be really fun. And then we'll go into our seated sun salutation once again. So as we inhale, we grab our elbows, we exhale, we come on down to our seated forward fold. Inhale, shoulders back, look up towards the top of the car. Exhale, our seated cat. Drop it on down again for a seated forward fold. And inhale, we're back up to our kind of mountain pose. Now, if this is too much or you don't have space for your arms, you can also just have your hands on your knees just as you're kind of lifting up, shoulders back, right? But not necessarily in the full upward dog, seated upward dog like we were doing earlier. And then we'll drop that down. And yeah, you can do that as many times as you want, just kind of moving around. Again, those pigeon forward fold or figure fours, right? And then we've got the boat pose that, again, can be super fun. You can even try as you lift, crossing your legs, that sort of thing. See what's the longest you can hold it, right? And when you kind of give out. But that's a great way to just kind of work those core muscles as you're in the car and on a road trip hanging out. And still stretching out the outside of our legs there, and still getting a little bit of movement up and down. That way we're not so stiff and sore when we get out. All right, have a great day.